so much. Well, today marks 1 year since groups began walking in honor of Israeli hostages still held by Hamas. On this anniversary, they're honoring the victims of the Boulder, Colorado attack. NBC Connecticut's Len Bestoff joins us live in West Hartford with all of the details. Good morning, Len.
Hey, Bree, we're in Bishop's Corner in West Hartford, right near the Big Y. And this is all going to get going around 9:30 this morning. This is the Jewish Federation of Greater Hartford. They've been doing a march out here, like you said, for the last year to try to make more awareness of what's going on with the hostages still being kept by Hamas in Gaza. There's 56 of them at last count. And we have one of the folks who's going to be walking today, and she's going to come over here and join us. Come on over, Nancy. This is Nancy Morin. She is from West Hartford. Come close. I won't bite, I promise. At least unless I'm doing an NBC Connecticut Investigate story. But anyway, all joking aside, Nancy, what's fascinating with you, you were just telling me before, you lived in Israel for more than 2 decades.
I did. I just came back almost 2 years ago, living here in West Hartford. And it's been an interesting couple of years. October 7th happened just 2 months after I got back, and hit us all pretty hard.
I have to imagine. And then everything that's going on now with folks who did just what you were doing 1 week ago today in Boulder, Colorado, were firebombed. We saw, it looks like a little bit of a stepped up security presence for part of this march today. How are you feeling going and doing this, knowing what happened to folks who were doing just what you did a week ago?
So I imagine there are probably a lot of people who are afraid to come out and join the walk now, but that's what they want. The people who attacked last week, who've done other acts of anti-Semitism, that's what they want. They want us to be afraid. They want us to hide. I actually hadn't been able to join the walk for a few months, but after what happened last week, I decided I have to be here. We have to stand up and speak out and just keep showing our presence.
And then one of the other folks who's coming to walk with you today is Senator Richard Blumenthal. And whether it's a Democrat or a Republican, having federal representation here saying, we're going to march, we're still fighting for these folks that are being held hostage, I imagine that has to really have an impact.
Yeah, it's definitely important for government officials, like you said, of any party, at any level, to not just to be here, but to show their support and let us know that we're not alone and that they care and that they're willing to speak out.
Well, Nancy, thank you for your time and thank you for coming out today. I know this is so important to so many people to have this event happen today and happen safely. We'll have more on this for you coming up in our later newscast. For now, we're live in West Hartford. Len Bestoff, NBC Connecticut News. Bree, let's send it back to you.
All right, Len, thank you so much for all that good information. A U.S. travel ban impacting more than a dozen countries goes into effect in less than 24 hours. This has a ripple effect all over the world and right here in Connecticut. Now take a look at your screen right there. People from 12 countries will not be allowed to come into the U.S. by 12:00.